Greetings! Welcome to Me and Tarot. This is the reading for Divine Masculine for 9th Jan 2017. But there has been a bit delay while uploading the video. It is because I wasn't feeling well since yesterday, and because of that I wasn't able to focus on the reading. So now when I'm settled, at least good, so I'm trying to communicate with you. Here we go. The first card for Divine Masculine, that is DM, is Clearing Aura. This is a kind of intuition for you, masculine, where you need to understand your own algorithm. Okay, it's like, say, you are dancing, and suddenly you feel like you're out of balance, or your steps are not that good. So this is exactly happening in your life. But many times we come to know about our problem after some days. It's like, say, you're not feeling well, or you have a stomach pain, but you just try to ignore it. But after some time, or say some days, you get it severe, and then you meet doctor. The same thing is here. Today you are going to connect with your that issue, and you're going to clear it. So that could be like, for example, if we are talking about the divine masculine thing, so it is simple. You need to connect with your feminine. Okay, and at this moment what you need to do is you need to understand the issues. So there are so many things for you which could happen today, which could happen in your life anytime. So like monetary gains, or about some financial aspects, about some friends, whatever. But then when you are going to connect with your twin flame, the thing is that you need to be yourself. Remember your first meeting, or when you had kissed her. Were you thinking about your issues, or about your past, about your present, or about your future? No. You were simply saying, I am with you, or I'm your lover. Now that thing has somewhere lost in your life, and you are questioning about it, that where is this? Where am I moving on, or where am I heading exactly? So clearing aura is actually a kind of provision set for you, where you need to connect yourself, connect your aura, and clear it, because there have been some blockages inside, and you need to clear them as soon as possible. So it's in your hand somehow. 20 to 30% it's in your hand. 70% you need to take help from someone. That someone could be your family member, could be your friend, or could be a divine healer or a spiritual healer. I'm not talking about a Reiki this time, because spiritual healing is something which you require right now. So you could chant some mantra, or you could listen to some chakra opening rhythms, because it's very important for you to clear your circle, clear your aura, because clearing aura is the thing which could push you towards your destination. You're actually stuck here. So everything is going on. You are watching television, you're listening to music, but where is your twin flame, right? This is the question. I guess that even if you are living together, then it is like there is a kind of bit gap or separation between you. Because I'm not talking about the day-to-day family life. You could feel like, yes, I'm together, or yes, I'm just talking to her. But then, is it on the spiritual level? Is it with the ecstasy? You are losing that, and because of that you need to clear your circle. The next card for you is Hurt Within reversed. So I feel like you had been hurt within. You had a hurt inside, but then you are getting over it. So it's the same like, say, you had been troubled in your life, but now you need to move away from that kind of stuff. So even if your feminine is holding that glitch or that pain inside, or even on her back, saying that no, I won't leave that pain, till though you are moving away from it. And that's a really wonderful thing, because the more you will incline to that pain, to that painful moment, the more it is very much disappointment start for you to connect with your twin flame. There has been a serial, there has been a kind of folk tale, or even some magazines regarding two characters, Vikram and Vetal. These are the two characters in India. They have been very famous, and there has been animated movies based on it, and television serial. Like, Vikram is like the great king. He has been a king. It has been displayed, and then the Vetal is like a kind of spirit. Now, one day, what happened that the king is being ordered by a saint that he needs that spirit. So he goes in search of the spirit, and he found the spirit on the tree. And what he has to do is to bring that spirit to the saint. Okay. Now, when he's doing that, he took the spirit on his shoulder. But the spirit said that it is a very long route and we could get bored. So I want to say you one thing, that I will talk and I will share something, a valuable lesson or a story. Now, the only thing is that I will ask you a question. You need to answer it. The king is just listening, and then the spirit shares a story, and then he says, I'm asking you a question. If you did not answer me, then it will blow your head. So the king answers, and the actual rule is that the king should not speak. The moment the king speaks, the spirit is free to go. So the spirit says that you spoke and I'm now going back on the tree, and it just flies away. So it was continued every single time, and there have been different stories which the spirit shared with Vikram, and the movies based on that, and the magazine. So the question is that feminine is just working like the King Vikram, where she is just trying to withhold the pain. Now, if she's connected with the painful moment, like the way when she got separated, the pain when she had been crying, the pain when she had been working for the union, and every drop of tear coming out of her life is not being noticed by masculine, and she's really crying, then this is something which she is holding like the King Vikram. But this is actually annoying because the pain is not releasing. She's just holding on to the pain. For example, say it's the April Fool Day. Someone just made you April Fool. You feel like that's really, really insulting. But you are remembering that insult for 10 years in a row. Is that really useful? Maybe the person who had insulted you could remember that moment and could share this with a few people for, say, 2 days. Now those people who have gone through it could remember that for another 2 days. That's it. These 4 days conclude everything. Now they are back in the life. Maybe for another 2 days they could talk something about it in front of you, but then everyone is back for the business. So only 7 days are required to go through that kind of pain. But what do? You take that pain in your mind for 10 years. You do not sleep well, you do not eat well. What happens then? You lost your freedom, you lost your happiness. Because of whom? Because of that person? No. The person has already gone from your life. Maybe the person is just flying to another country, or even no more in this world. But that you just hold on to the moment that he had insulted me. No. Feminine is actually holding on to it, but then masculine, a really good start for you when you are moving out of it. Possibility is that 20 to 30% you are going to get connect with that kind of emotional situation, but then stay away, because feminines are really very stronger. Masculine, you're not stronger. What could happen to you is that you could lose your grip, and once you lose your grip, it is very hard for you to connect with your feminine at any cost, because feminine is always ready to connect with you. It is you who is not ready to connect with her. The next card for you is communicating. So as soon as you are connecting, sorry, the third card for you is moody. Moody is the card reflecting your situational difference. You're actually coming into your life and trying to get refreshed. You have a tendency to communicate with your lover, and that's good. The fourth card for you is communicating. So that's really wonderful because you're actually communicating with your twin flame, and you could communicate. You could smile to her. You could send some message to her, and this is really worthy because what is required is that you need to understand yourself. Your twin flame is your reflection. Until the moment you entered into a twin flame relationship, you were a single man, a single person. But then, when you entered into a relationship, you accompany yourself. What is mean by twin flame? It is just like being with you, but on a soul connection, on a soul level. So say, if you are very much angry, your twin flame is very silent and very calm. You meet your other better half and you feel like that's me, just right before me, and she completes me. So communicating is really happening today, and the smileys or the simple start could happen. The next card for you is will you meet me reverse. So somewhere yet you are not ready to meet her. You are ready to communicate, to take a step ahead, but not willing to meet her. Maybe because there are certain issues, just like I told you that clearing aura is the one thing. You really need to work hard to clear your aura, because maybe a kind of energy or a friend's opinion is holding on to you. Maybe he has said something to you and you're holding on to it. Like they could ask you to, the way you should think about a female person or about a woman, and you are not doing it. You trust your feminine, you know about her. The only thing is that because of his opinion, you are getting triggered, and his opinion is just not about words. It is full of energy, which is opposite to positive, and it is in spiral form that is capturing your mind and is not allowing you to move freely. So if feminine, you are listening to this, you need to pray for your masculine. You could chant some mantra and you could get over it, like some mantra of Mahakali or Chamunda. You can search for these two names, that is Mahakali or Chamunda, could really help you and could work wonders for you. The next card for you, masculine, is perfume. So yes, you are getting sexual algorithm for your feminine, because feminine, if you're listening to this, then getting perfume is not bad actually. Sometimes you could feel like your masculine is looking for you for only perfume. No, it could have been at certain times, but this time it is really critical. It's really important because on sexual and on soul level, you could complete him. Like there are some people who say that when we talk, we just getting united, or when we travel, we forget anything, or when we hold each other's hand, we forget anything. So at this moment, when perfume is there, so he needs to come close to you. He could think of you. So if you think of any naughty thought, or if you think like the way you have been together, he's exactly thinking about this. He wants to come together. But then the question is that when, how, and who will take the first initiation. The next card for him is tears reversed. So somewhere he's wiping out the oldest memories from his mind, and he's trying to communicate with you wholeheartedly. The next card for you, masculine, is running time. So you're actually looking at the time, the way it is moving on from your life. So you need to connect with your twin flame. 70% chance is that you are working harder to connect with your twin flame. 30% chance is that you are actually working to move on without her, maybe without anyone, but you just feel like you need to move on. You don't need to undergo this spiritual heart edge. The next card for you is call as soon as possible. So yes, it is a possibility for you to call someone. 70% chance, I feel like you could call to I'm just getting this person's name. I don't know why and how, but it's like maybe you could call an elderly or older woman. It could be your aunt, and you want to communicate with her. I don't know, but I just get this intuition. 30% chances that you are trying to communicate with your twin flame. And the final card for you is hide and seek. So you are actually playing the game of hide and seek. But feminine, if you're listening to this, then this is the message for you, that try to send a few messages to him and be in this game of hide and seek, because 70% chance is that you are going to communicate with him, but then if you fail or if you lose, then there is someone who could enter instead of you. That person could be I get two people only. The first person is a childlike person, maybe a child or a kid or teenager. Maybe he has something work with masculine, maybe his nephew, and he could spend time with him. Or and the second person is a woman who could try to enter. So this is the only thing which I get. Hope this will resonate. Thank you, take care, and lots of blessings.